Right now, XL106.7.com. They're going to do another song in just a little bit, but a couple more questions. Obviously, you got your album out, Cardiology. You can get that in stores. Speaking of the lifestyles of the rich and the famous, your wife, Joel, Nicole Richie, I heard recently here she had some paparazzi troubles. Paparazzi troubles.
Yeah.
What's up with that guy? What's up? Like I heard she got a restraining order on that guy, which is a good thing. But what was that like dealing with that?
You know, it's just one of those things that like
That's what you call a hassle.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
guys ever want to get back at them? Like you have like a bigger flash bulb and just be like, "What's up now?"
I think that like the problem with that is that for most people, they don't if you're not dealing with it every day, it's kind of like a weird thing. But like it definitely is like it's not a daily occurrence at this point because we've managed to privatize our lives a little bit more and just be more and find more privacy. But it's one of those things you just got to deal with. You can't really complain about it because people don't like to hear people complaining. You know?
True. Well,
but we just
I have a theory.
What?
What goes around comes around. So as long as you just do the right thing by everybody, anybody doing wrong, it'll come back to them. So
Yeah. We're just just take care of our kids first and foremost, and that's all we care about.
Gotcha.
So
Good answer. Hardest thing about your job that no one knows.
Let's see, probably you miss a lot of things for your loved ones. Whether it's your parents, or your brothers and sisters. And the older you get, you start saying no to some things that maybe will hurt your career, but at some point, life isn't going to last forever, and there's things you don't want to miss with, your brothers and sisters, your moms, your dads, your loved ones. And after a decade of missing so much, I know recently the band we've kind of, really put our families first, and sometimes it can be a hard decision to make because you have to provide for your families at the same time. So that's probably a hard part of it. And you just
for me, it's been watching rock music just die.
Really?
Like there's no rock stations anymore.
I guess it's all in taste, really. I guess,
it's hard. It's hard for bands. I think watching a lot of these young bands coming up, it's so much harder for them than it was even for us to get to make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's hard to see that. Like as being an older guy now and watching these young bands work so hard to try to make it. I know a lot of them don't even have the shot we had because there's not as many places for them to go.
Maybe some advice to them would be to get a lot of tattoos. I heard.
Yeah.
I heard you guys got a lot of tattoos. There's an interesting story about that. Why you actually got so many? Like after the first one, you're like, you know what? We got to keep on doing this. What was that reason?
My reasoning behind all my tattoos were, it was just a personal thing. I had an uncle that had a lot of tattoos, and he was always like, he was the type of guy that you just wouldn't want to mess with, and he was like my favorite uncle, and we were really tight, and so I knew I was gonna get a lot of tattoos when I got older, but also I just wanted the insurance that I could never get a real job.
Yes.
So
exactly.
That was kind of
for us,
motivation, So
never look back,
Yeah, I mean, you can't be like a waiter or something and have like the sleeveless.
Commit to what we're doing full on.
Gotcha.
I'm sure there's some other kind of job I could find that would allow tattoos. But
and then a real quick question here: how much money do you think you guys spent on tattoos altogether on your body overall throughout all the years?
It's hard to say because a lot of my tattoos, a lot of my friends did for free. So
okay,
I got hooked
$1 million.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't know. Yeah, we have a lot of friends that do it, but I'm sure we spent thousands of dollars on it. I mean, even when someone does it for free, you give them
tip them,
you tip them, and you give them money because, But probably just a lot of unnecessary money.
All right, there we go. And I got one more question for you. We're gonna stay back here. XL106.7.com. If you want to see another song, Good Charlotte performing. Real quick question: the biggest holiday stress that you guys are gonna have this holiday season?
Oh man, the biggest holiday stress probably getting home in time to do anything because we have a pretty full schedule all the way till a couple days before Christmas. So hopefully
finding that damn Tickle Me Elmo doll before it sells out.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that was like 10 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's not popular anymore.
Well, there it is. There it is. Well, thank you guys for coming out. Everybody, give them another round
Thanks
of
for having
applause.
us. Thanks, you guys.
Benji, Joel Madden of Good Charlotte. Get the album Cardiology in stores now, and we'll be back here, XL106.7.com.
All right.
Thanks.